I almost gave up on growing cucumbers this year. I had this old plastic bucket sitting in the garage collecting dust, and I thought, why not turn it into a planter? It felt like such a smart, low-cost idea, reusing something instead of buying a fancy pot. So I cleaned it up, drilled some drainage holes in the bottom, mixed in some compost and crushed eggshells, and planted a couple of cucumber seedlings. At first, everything looked promising. The little plants perked up quickly, and I was already imagining a nice little harvest from my recycled bucket. But then, after about 2 weeks, I noticed something was off. The lower leaves started turning this pale, yellowish color. Not the bright, healthy green I expected. They looked tired, almost sickly. I figured maybe they were getting too much sun or not enough water, so I adjusted the watering schedule. I made sure the soil stayed moist but not soggy. A few days later though, more leaves were turning yellow, and the plants just weren't growing as fast as I hoped. Have you ever watched your cucumber leaves turn this pale, sickly yellow and had no idea why? It's surprisingly common, especially when you're growing in containers. What I didn't realize at the time was that the soil I used was pretty poor in nutrients. Even though I added some compost, it wasn't enough for hungry cucumber plants that grow fast and need steady feeding. The roots were basically running out of food, and the yellowing was their way of telling me. Here's what I learned the hard way. Cucumbers in buckets need more than just basic potting soil. They're heavy feeders. Once I figured that out, I started adding a bit more well-rotted compost around the base of the plants and crushed a few more eggshells for calcium. I also gave them a light feeding with some organic liquid fertilizer diluted in water. It wasn't anything fancy, just simple, natural stuff I already had or could get cheaply. Within about a week of making those changes, I started seeing a difference. The new leaves coming in were a much healthier green, and the yellowing on the older leaves slowed down. The plants looked like they had a bit more energy again. It felt good to see them responding, but I still had this nagging feeling that something else wasn't quite right. The vines were starting to get long and sprawly, and I hadn't put up any kind of support yet. That's when I realized this yellow leaf problem was only the first mistake. There were 2 more waiting for me, and if I didn't fix them soon, the whole harvest was going to suffer. One of them had to do with the way the vines were growing, and the other was something I never expected would affect the shape of the actual cucumbers. But before I get into those, let me ask you something. If your cucumber plant started looking weak or the leaves changed color, would you know exactly what to check first? Because once I understood this first issue, everything else started to make more sense. The fix was simpler than I thought, but it taught me an important lesson about growing in recycled containers. You can't just put a plant in a bucket and hope for the best. You have to pay attention to what the plant is actually telling you. By the time I had the nutrient situation mostly under control, the vines were already getting out of hand. They were spreading everywhere across my small patio, and I knew I needed to do something about it fast. That brings me to the second big mistake I made, and this one almost made me want to pull the whole thing out and start over. Once the yellowing leaves started to improve, I thought the worst was behind me. The plants were looking a little stronger, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. But that feeling didn't last long. Pretty soon the vines started growing like crazy long, wild stems shooting out in every direction across my small patio. They were climbing over the edge of the bucket, wrapping around the chair legs, and even trying to grab onto the railing. It looked like a green jungle had exploded overnight, and not in a good way. Have you ever had cucumber vines take over your entire growing space? It's surprisingly fast. One day they're small and manageable, and the next thing you know, they're everywhere. Without anything to climb on, the vines just sprawled out on the ground or hung over the sides of the bucket. Not only did it look messy, but it also made it really hard to water properly, or even find the fruits when they started forming. And that brings me to the third mistake, the one I never saw coming. Even though some small cucumbers were starting to appear, most of them were coming out all twisted and curved. They looked like tiny crooked bananas instead of the nice straight cucumbers I was hoping for. At first, I thought maybe it was the variety, or maybe the plants were stressed from the earlier yellowing. But after doing a bit of reading and watching how I was watering, I realized the real problem was inconsistent moisture. Cucumbers need steady, even watering to grow straight. When the soil dries out too much between waterings and then gets flooded all at once, the fruits can grow unevenly and end up deformed. That's exactly what was happening to me. Some days I'd water thoroughly, other days I'd forget or only give them a quick splash. The plants were stressed, and the cucumbers were showing it in their shape. Instead of nice straight cucumbers, I was getting these weird curved little fruits that looked like tiny bananas. And the vines? They were everywhere except where I wanted them. It was frustrating to see all that growth, but know that most of it wasn't going to give me usable produce. I started wondering if maybe container gardening just wasn't for me, or if I'd picked the wrong plant to grow in a bucket. But here's what I didn't realize at the time. These problems were all connected. The lack of support was making it harder to keep the soil moisture consistent, and the stress from the earlier nutrient issue was probably making everything worse. I couldn't just fix one thing and expect the rest to sort itself out. I needed a plan that addressed all three mistakes together. So I finally decided to build a simple trellis. Nothing fancy. Just a couple of bamboo stakes pushed into the bucket and some garden twine tied between them to create a basic climbing frame. It took maybe 20 minutes. Once the vines had something to grab onto, they started climbing upward instead of sprawling sideways. That alone made the whole setup look 100 times neater and freed up a lot of space on my patio. At the same time, I got serious about watering. Instead of guessing, I started checking the soil with my finger every day. If the top inch felt dry, I watered deeply until water came out of the drainage holes. I also tried to water at the same time each morning, so the plants got into a rhythm. It wasn't perfect at first, but it was already better than the hit or miss approach I had been using. The combination of the trellis and more consistent watering made a noticeable difference pretty quickly. The vines stopped fighting each other for space and started growing upward in an organized way. And even though the existing crooked cucumbers weren't going to straighten out, I could already see new fruits forming that looked much more promising, longer and straighter from the start. That's when it hit me. Fixing just the yellow leaves wasn't enough. The real turnaround only started happening when I addressed the support and watering issues at the same time. Each fix helped the others work better. The plants finally had what they needed to grow properly instead of just surviving. By the end of that week, I was already seeing the vines reaching the top of my little trellis, and I felt a small spark of hope again. The messy jungle was turning into something that actually looked like a real cucumber patch, even if it was only in one recycled bucket. But I still wasn't prepared for how much better things were about to get once the plants really started to take off. Once I had the trellis in place and started watering more consistently, things began to change faster than I expected. The vines that had been sprawling all over the patio finally had somewhere to go. Within just a few days, they started grabbing onto the twine and climbing upward in a much more organized way. It was like they had been waiting for that support all along. The whole bucket suddenly looked less like a messy experiment and more like an actual little cucumber patch. At the same time, the new growth coming in looked noticeably healthier. The leaves that were still yellowing from before had mostly stopped spreading, and the fresh leaves were a deep, vibrant green. The plants seemed to have more energy overall. I could see them pushing out new runners and flowers at a steady pace instead of struggling just to stay alive. Have you ever watched a plant go from looking weak and stressed to suddenly perking up after you gave it what it needed? It's one of the most satisfying feelings in gardening. That's exactly what was happening here. The combination of better nutrients from earlier, a proper climbing structure, and consistent moisture was finally working together. Each fix was supporting the others instead of fighting against them. The real proof started showing up in the cucumbers themselves. The new fruits that were forming looked completely different from the twisted ones I had earlier. They were longer, straighter, and growing much more evenly. I could already tell they were going to be the kind of cucumbers I had originally hoped for, the kind you actually want to pick and eat fresh. I also started pruning off some of the older, yellowing leaves and any side shoots that were taking energy away from the main vines. It felt a little strange at first to cut parts of the plant away, but it really helped redirect the plant's energy into producing fruit instead of just making more leaves and stems. Within another week or so, The bucket was starting to look genuinely productive. By this point, the vines had climbed most of the way up my simple trellis, and I was already seeing clusters of small cucumbers developing in several places. Some of them were already getting to a nice pickling size, and others were clearly going to grow longer. It was such a relief to walk outside and see actual progress, instead of just a tangled mess of vines with a few sad fruits. What surprised me most was how much better everything worked once all three issues were addressed at the same time. Fixing the nutrients helped the leaves recover, which gave the plant more power to climb the trellis. Having the trellis made it easier to water evenly, because I could reach the base without stepping on vines, and consistent watering helped the new cucumbers grow straight instead of twisting. It all connected in ways I didn't fully appreciate until I saw the results with my own eyes. I started checking the plants every morning with a bit more excitement instead of dread. I'd look for new flowers, measure how much the vines had grown overnight, and gently check the developing cucumbers. It finally felt like I was working with the plant instead of constantly trying to fix problems after they appeared. That's when I realized the turnaround wasn't just about avoiding failure anymore. The plants were actually thriving, and if they kept going at this pace, I was going to have way more cucumbers than I originally expected from one single recycled bucket. The messy beginning was turning into something I could actually be proud of. But even though things were looking much better, I still wasn't fully prepared for how abundant the harvest was about to become once the plants hit their stride. That part came as a really pleasant surprise. By the time the vines reached the top of the trellis, I knew something special was happening. What started as a few small cucumbers here and there had turned into clusters of fruits growing all along the vines. Every morning I'd step outside and find new ones that had grown noticeably overnight. They were long, straight, and had that deep green color that tells you they're healthy and ready to pick. Instead of a few sad curved cucumbers, I ended up with a full trellis loaded with long, straight, beautiful fruits. Some were perfect for eating fresh, others were great for pickling. I started harvesting almost every other day, and each time I picked several at once. It was honestly one of the most satisfying moments I've had in my garden so far, seeing that old plastic bucket, the one I almost gave up on, now producing more cucumbers than I knew what to do with. Have you ever gone from feeling like you were failing at something to suddenly having more success than you expected? That's exactly how it felt. All those early frustrations, the yellow leaves, the tangled vines, the crooked fruits, they were still fresh in my mind. But standing there looking at that productive little trellis made every bit of effort worth it. I kept thinking back to how close I came to pulling everything out and starting over. The best part was that I didn't need any expensive equipment or fancy soil mixes. Everything I used, the bucket, the compost, the eggshells, the simple bamboo trellis, was either recycled or inexpensive. It proved to me that you really can grow a surprising amount of food in a small space if you're willing to pay attention and fix problems as they come up, instead of giving up. I also learned that plants are pretty forgiving when you finally give them what they need. Once I sorted out the nutrients, gave them something to climb, and kept the watering consistent, they did the rest. They grew, they climbed, and they produced. It wasn't magic. It was just paying attention to the basics and being willing to adjust when things weren't working. If you're struggling with cucumbers in containers right now, don't give up. The fixes are usually simpler than you think. Start by checking the soil. Is it rich enough? Then look at whether your plants have something to climb. And finally, make sure they're getting steady water instead of feast or famine watering. Those three things alone made the biggest difference for me. I'm really glad I stuck with it, instead of throwing in the towel when the leaves turned yellow and the fruits came out crooked. Because now, every time I walk past that bucket and see the vines still producing, I feel proud of what I was able to grow from something most people would have thrown away. If you've ever tried growing cucumbers in a bucket or any kind of container and ran into similar problems, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What mistakes have you made, and how did you fix them? And if you're thinking about trying this yourself, go ahead and give it a shot. Start with one bucket. Pay attention to what the plants are telling you, and don't be afraid to adjust along the way. You might be surprised by how much you can grow. Thanks so much for watching. If this story helped you or gave you some ideas for your own garden, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe for more real gardening experiments, the good, the bad, and everything I learn along the way. I'll see you in the next one. Happy growing!